mind control, scientists have discovered how to use nanoparticles to remotely control behavior, Michael Snyder reports. We live at a time when technology is increasing at a faster pace than we have ever seen before in all of human history. But is humanity equipped to handle the extremely bizarre technology that we are now developing? Earlier this month, I discussed some of the frightening ways that AI is changing our society. Today, I want to focus on nanotechnology. This is a field where extraordinary advances are being made on a regular basis, and we're being told that nanotechnology is already revolutionizing myriad industries. Nanotechnology, a cutting-edge discipline at the intersection of science, engineering, and technology, is revolutionizing myriad industries with its focus on manipulating matter at the nanoscale. At this minuscule level, materials exhibit unique properties and behaviors, paving the way for unprecedented advances in fields as diverse as medicine, electronics, energy, and materials science. A nanoparticle is a particle of matter that is less than 100 nanometers in diameter. Highly specialized equipment is necessary to work with nanoparticles because they are way too small to be seen with the naked eye. One of the hallmarks of nanotechnology is the utilization of nanoparticles, minute entities often ranging from 1 to 100 nanometers. These particles, when engineered with precision, bring forth distinctive characteristics that can redefine the functionality of materials. In medicines, for instance, nanoparticles serve as drug carriers, enabling targeting delivery and enhancing therapeutic efficacy, while minimizing side effects. Nanoengineering materials have found their niche in the realm of electronics. Scientists are promising us that nanotechnology has a potential to make all of our lives much better. But are there any dangers? Many are concerned that the healthcare industry is one area where nanoparticles are already being used on a widespread basis. The healthcare sector is witnessing a transformative impact through nanotechnology. Nanomedicine, an interdisciplinary field, employs nanoscale tools for the diagnosis, imaging, and treatment of diseases. Nanoparticles, with their ability to navigate biological barriers, offer a novel approach to targeted drug delivery, ensuring precise and efficient treatment with reduced side effects. Precise and efficient treatment with reduced side effects certainly sounds good, but there have been other developments in the field that are rather ominous. For example, a team of researchers in South Korea has discovered a way to use nanoparticles to control the minds of mice. Scientists at the Institute for Basic Science, IBS, in South Korea have developed a new way to control the minds of mice by manipulating nanoparticles activated switches inside their brains with an external magnetic field. The system, dubbed NanoMind, that's magnetic inference interface for neurodynamics, works by controlling targeted regions of the brain by activating neural circuits. And using an external magnetic field, these scientists were able to make mice eat more or eat less, and in another experiment, they were able to manipulate the maternal behavior of female mice. In experiments, the researchers activated inhibitory neurons within specific areas of the brain to increase appetite and feeding behavior by 100%. By exciting these neurons, the team could conversely reduce the food the mice ate by 50%. They also used the system to selectively activate receptors responsible for maternal behaviors in the brains of female mice that had not reproduced. By activating these pathways, the mice significantly increased nurturing behaviors, such as bringing pups to their nest, similar to maternal mice, according to a press release. Of course, this is just the tip of the iceberg. If they can control the minds of mice, it is inevitable that research will be done into how to control human minds. So what would happen if scientists developed nanoparticles that have the ability to search out and attach themselves to key areas of the human brain? Such nanoparticles would be far too small to be seen by the human eye, and people could become infected with these nanoparticles without even knowing it. In fact, if a tyrannical government could find an effective way to use nanoparticles to remotely control the minds of the general population, a mass mind control program could be implemented without the general public even realizing what is going on. If that sounds very frightening to you, that's because it is very frightening. Sadly, most of us don't even realize that there are nanoparticles in many common foods that we eat on a regular basis. Among the foods most likely to have nanotech, foods with caramelized sugar, nutritional supplements, toothpastes, gums and M&Ms, Jello banana cream pudding, Pop-Tarts, Mentos, Nestle Original coffee creamer, and even purified water. One of the scariest elements of the article is not that these pieces of nanotechnology are harmful to the human bodies, it's that no one knows if they're harmful. Testing has been nearly non-existent. The FDA, the government body we've put in charge to keep bad things from entering our bodies, does not even have a list of foods that contain nanotechnology. And most people don't even realize that there are nanoparticles in many of the shots that we're encouraged to get. In fact, this is an area that's been heavily researched, and the following comes from an MIT article entitled, "MIT Scientists Use a New Type of Nanoparticle to Make Vaccines More Powerful." Many vaccines, including vaccines for hepatitis B and whooping cough, consist of fragments of viral or bacterial proteins. These vaccines often include other molecules called adjuvants, which help to boost the immune system's response to the protein. Most of these adjuvants consist of aluminum salts or other molecules that provoke a nonspecific immune response. A team of MIT researchers has now shown that a type of nanoparticle called a metal organic framework, MOF, can also provoke a strong immune response by activating the innate immune system, the body's first line of defense against any pathogen, through cell proteins called toll-like receptors. In a study of mice, the researchers showed that this MOF could successfully encapsulate and deliver part of the SARS-CoV-2 spike protein, while also acting as an adjuvant once the MOF is broken down inside cells. It doesn't take much imagination to come up with a scenario in which the use of nanotechnology goes horribly wrong. For example, have you seen a movie or a television show where self-replicating nanobots threaten to destroy everyone and everything in their path? If we are not careful, such a scenario could someday become a reality. Just like AI, nanotechnology is potentially an existential threat to the human race. Our scientists should be proceeding with extreme caution, but unfortunately that simply is not happening. And this is on End of the American Dream by Michael Snyder. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. This is by Michael Snyder and about the author. Michael Snyder's new book entitled Why is available on paperback and for Kindle on Amazon. He's also written 8 other books that are available on Amazon, including Chaos, End Times, 70 Apocalypse, Lost Prophecies of the Future of America, The Beginning of the End, and Living a Life That Really Matters. When you purchase any of Michael's books, you help to support the work that he's doing. You can also get his articles by email as soon as he publishes them by subscribing to his Substack newsletter. Michael has published thousands of articles on the Economic Collapse blog, End of the American Dream, and the Most Important News, and he's always freely and happily allowed others to republish those articles on their own websites. These are such troubled times and people need hope. John 3:16 tells us about the hope that God has given us through Jesus Christ. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. If you have not already done so, we strongly urge you to invite Jesus Christ to be your Lord and Savior today. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.